Hello everyone. Keyboard shortcut number 9, which is going to be about Control D and Control R, which are pretty much for filling down or filling right. Now, this is a keyboard shortcut that I had included because I use it a lot for my professional work, especially I'm building some sort of report or some sort of modeling or some sort of tool that is used for reporting that has to look nice and sort of sophisticated for the client. So pretty much what I do is, for example, here, say for example, we continue on this part from the previous video. So you have this cell that is already formatted, okay? Say that you wanted to apply that same formatting for the cells below, but also include what the formula is or the content of the formula, or the content of the cell, which is a formula. Then Control D will be your keyboard shortcut. So for example, I'm gonna expand this, I'm gonna expand this, and now hit Control D. So now you can see that I actually sort of copy it, the formatting and also the content of that cell. Okay, Control Z. Maybe we can do the one below and then span that, and then Control D. Okay, so then again you can see now that's I just copy it. Now if you want to do it sideways, you expand this to the column to your right and then Control R. It's Control right. Now this is not gonna work because pretty much this is not gonna, the reference are not correctly and there's nothing above and all that. But I just wanted to show you that you can only do it right and down. You can't do it up and left. For some reason, it's not possible as of today. So that's pretty much it, the trick. But for example, I wanted to show you why are they useful in this case. So I'll show you a quick example and then a small note on the autofill options. Okay, it's something that doesn't come with the keyboard shortcut, but actually comes with your mouse. And I think it's important also to sort of know it and maybe take advantage of it. So let's go here to why is it useful. So for example, something that we, for example, as an analyst, sometimes, above the header of the table, I sort of want to put some calculations that will sort of tell me, the depth of the data, how many items of each column or each field has. So for example, in this customer name, maybe I want to know how many unique clients that we know, or how many clients I have, and also how many shipping modes I have, and how many customer segments I know once I'm exploring the data, so I can know the context of it. Okay, I think this is a good task that every analyst should do. So for example, what I'm gonna actually do here, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see the formulas. Okay, perfect, and just put myself right there. So what I'm gonna actually say is count unique items. Okay, perfect. And that's pretty much what this is doing. I don't know why that. Okay, perfect. So now the function that is gonna help me with this actually space is gonna be my unique function. So I'm gonna go right here and do Control Spacebar, Control Backspace to come back. I'll move this one that there's no other way to move it without the mouse. Control my closing parentheses and hit enter. And because the unique function deals with spill ranges, it's actually giving me an error, but doesn't matter because actually what I want to count is my spill range. So I go back here and before my unique, I'm gonna actually put count, but count A because I'm working with text. So now I just close my parentheses, Control enter. So this is pretty much telling me, hey, you have about 1130 clients. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's good to know. Now if I want to copy, if I want to actually now say I want to apply some formatting, quick formatting to this, Control 1, and that's where the last time we opened it. That's kind of cool that the format cells kind of have some sort of memory. Okay, but we can still switch it, so we can go back here, number, and say tab, and we actually want the number, and then tab again. We don't want no decimals. Tab again. We want the comma 1000 separator, and then shift tab, shift tab, shift tab. Maybe on my borders, I actually want something this, that line, then some sort of gray color. Okay, then jump into that. Maybe I want something that is actually the outline, that one, and then shift tab to back up, back up, back up. Maybe it's better to go and stay and go. Actually, the way it kind of works as a loop, so you can like circle around or actually go backwards. Maybe in this time it was faster just to circle around and get back to right here to the selection of the tabs. So I go to fill, okay, and this is a cool tricky part about fill is that you can, there's a blue square, but pretty much it's very light. So maybe when I'm editing the video, I'm actually gonna zoom in. So you do tab, and then I can see it here, but maybe you can. So sorry for that. And I'm gonna go down actually, and I'm gonna go to this blue. Okay, do spacebar to select it, and then tab, 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 and tab, and tab, and now hit enter. So now you can see there's this formatting here. Now I want this formatting to be across all these cells, all the way to product container, maybe all the way to product name. So maybe I can also know onto how many unique items I have. So once I do that, I have to do Control R, but see something happen here. It's give me the same number. It's giving me the same number because I'm working with some sort of a structure reference. So I could come back here and say, well, let's just fix this. So the way we can fix it is that we can actually take advantage of this, because this is kind of the variable part, but we sort of have to bring a cool formula that sometimes is very undervalued, but it does have its issues, but I think it's still a powerful function. It's called the indirect function. So what I'm gonna do now is actually gonna call and put it right here, indirect, and I'm gonna put quotes, go to the first bracket, put my closing quotes, put the ampersand, and then go right here and move all the way to the closing brackets and do open quote. And after the quote, after the brackets, also put another quote and do the ampersand. And then this part, we can actually just delete it, the stuff that is inside the ampersand. And then we can just say now we're gonna put G10, okay? And do enter. Okay, so we do get this message saying, hey, look, we forgot a parenthesis. Sometimes it's very cool. You can say, okay, most of the time it's going to be fine. But I actually just say no. I actually don't put it. And then another message is saying, hey, look, there's a parenthesis missing. So I'm click OK. And actually, I'm just going to put it myself. Okay, all right. Close parentheses and enter. Something happened here. Maybe just let me see what happened. Okay. Let me just back up here. So I think data, that's fine. And then G11, there we go. So, okay, we got it already. But then again, I also want to change the format here, Control 1. And then maybe on the alignment, I actually want to hit tab, move to this center, tap again, enter. And now I expand this again and do Control right. And there we go, guys. There you got it. So we sort of got everything in one formula, the formatting and the formula, and then we just fill it down across. That's what I do a lot. So I don't spend too much time like coloring and formatting each cell individually, because it really takes a toll on time, okay? It really takes a toll. So that's why sort of take advantage of this keyboard shortcut of Control right or Control D for filling down or filling right. Now, the last point of the agenda is this little note that it says the autofill options, and it only works with the mouse. This is what I want to teach you guys. Maybe we can just close this and expand this. So again, here I'm just gonna delete this. Okay, perfect. So if you're here, for example, and you come across with your pointer is the black cross, you expand it, right? Once you do that to 2 columns to your right, then this button is gonna appear, this one that I'm actually circling around. And if you click on it, it actually includes 3 options. Do you want to copy the cells, that's what we're doing, or we can also say we just want the formatting, because maybe I'm gonna apply some other formatting, another formula here that is not a countif, or actually, yeah, a count A, okay? The other thing that you can do is actually highlight again this and say, no, I actually want filled out without formatting, because maybe I just wanted that to be nicely formatted, but the other one's not. That's also possible. And then see, like I already selected here and I'm over here, the button is still active. So kind of have a little bit of a memory there. And now if I click here and set copy cells, now I'm back to where I was. So that's kind of cool. Something only works with the mouse, but I think that is very valuable. So for you to decide, you know, okay, I want to copy these cells, but not the formatting, just the formulas, or vice versa, just the formulas, just the formatting, but not the formulas. So that's about it, guys. This is the tutorial for this, and I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be keyboard shortcut number 10. Thank you for watching.